Hello, my amazing friends. I hope you're feeling well, but even if you're not, this video might be exactly what you need today. I'm here to give you mental tools, not just motivation. Let's face it, the world is not gentle with the weak. If you are too emotional, people will manipulate you. If you overthink, life moves on and leaves you behind. If you are too soft, someone may break you without apology. People will use you. They will lie. They may laugh at your dreams. They can take advantage of your silence. That's why in this generation, more than money, looks, followers, or fame, mental strength is crucial. Weak minds cry alone in silence. Strong minds rise quietly and build empires in private. But what does it truly mean to be mentally strong? It is not shouting louder. It is not pretending to be happy always. It means not reacting emotionally to every small problem. It means choosing peace over panic, thinking clearly when life feels chaotic, being calm even when you are hurting. That is the power of a strong mind. Unfortunately, most people today are mentally weak. They get angry instantly. They break down over minor things. They compare themselves on Instagram. They seek constant validation just to feel okay. But that ends today. If you decide to change in this video, I will give you 15 powerful points. These will make your mind stronger than 99% of the world. Remember, strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Let's stop being weak. Let's become powerful in the calmest, most peaceful way. And yes, you will also improve your English along the way. Point 1. Train your mind to stay calm, especially in chaos. A strong mind does not mean it never feels pain. It means it stays calm even when the world seems to collapse. Every one of us faces stress. Money problems, exams, heartbreak, family pressure, career failure. When these challenges come, most people lose control. Mentally strong people, however, do not react immediately. They pause, they breathe, they think clearly, and then act wisely. Reacting emotionally never solves the problem. It only creates more. Imagine someone insults you publicly. Imagine someone insults you publicly. A weak person screams back, loses control, maybe even fights. A strong person smiles, walks away, and lets success speak for itself. That calm mind is your weapon. You cannot build a successful life if your emotions control you. You must learn to control anger, jealousy, fear, and anxiety. Practice this. When someone says something bad, don't reply instantly. Breathe, think. Think. When things go wrong, sit quietly for 10 minutes. Let your mind settle. When you feel anger rising, ask, will this matter in 5 years? Strong minds are calm. And in calmness, they become unshakable. Point 2. Spend time with yourself and learn to enjoy it. Most people fear being alone. They need constant conversation, social media, music, or distractions because silence feels uncomfortable. But here is the truth. If you cannot sit quietly with yourself for 30 minutes, how will you handle life's biggest storms? Spending time alone teaches you who you really are. It shows what you think, feel, and why. Learning to enjoy your own company without needing attention is essential. The strongest people are not those with the most friends. They are those who feel complete even when they are alone. Alone does not mean lonely. Alone means power. Alone means reflection. Alone means reflection, your soul. Use this time to write your thoughts every day. Go for walks without headphones. Ask yourself deep questions. What am I running from? Why do I feel anxious? What do I truly want? Most people know more about celebrities than their own minds. That's why they feel empty. That's why they panic when no one texts them. That's why they get jealous when someone else is happy. Take time to know yourself. That is mental strength. But when you start spending time with yourself, you begin to heal, grow, and become emotionally independent. Enjoying your own company makes you whole. Once you enjoy your own company, you'll never beg for someone else's attention again. Point 3. Avoid overthinking. Learn to let things go. Overthinking is one of the biggest enemies of mental strength. It is everywhere. You say something wrong in a conversation and think about it for hours. You send a message and don't get a reply. You imagine 10 possible stories in your head. You make a small mistake and suddenly feel your future is ruined. That's not thinking. That's torturing yourself. Your mind is a powerful tool. But if you don't control it, it can become your worst enemy. A mentally weak person replays the past. They think, what if I said this instead? Why did they treat me that way? Why? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? All this mental noise doesn't change the past. It doesn't prepare you for the future. It only steals your peace, your sleep, and your confidence. So how do you stop overthinking? Start by understanding this simple truth. Not everything deserves your energy. Choose wisely where to focus. If someone misunderstood you, explain once. If they still don't get it, let it go. If you made a mistake, correct it. Forgive yourself and move forward. If you don't know what will happen tomorrow, stop guessing. Live today. You don't need all the answers right now. You just need courage to take the next step. Imagine going for an interview and they don't call back. A mentally weak person will think, I said something wrong. They hated me. I'll never get a job. That spiral destroys confidence. A mentally strong person thinks, maybe I wasn't the right fit, but I'll improve and try again. One rejection doesn't define the future. They feel the pain but don't stay stuck. Train your brain to interrupt the loop. Every time your mind spins stories, say, this is not helpful. This is not real. Focus on what you can control. Overthinking is a habit, but so is peace. You choose which one to practice every day. Point 4, don't chase attention. Build self-respect. Most people are addicted to being seen. They want likes, followers, compliments, and attention. When they don't get attention, they feel worthless. Mental strength begins when you stop asking, who's watching me? And ask, am I proud of who I'm becoming? Weak people need attention to feel alive. Strong people give attention to their goals. Why post everything online? Why feel sad when someone doesn't notice? Why constantly try to prove yourself to people who don't care? Deep inside, you're seeking external approval. Those who chase attention most are often the most insecure. Real confidence is silent. A lion doesn't announce it is a lion. It just walks, and everyone respects it naturally. You don't need 1,000 people to clap for you. You need to clap for yourself when no one else is watching. That's real strength. Imagine someone goes to the gym not to get healthy, but just to post mirror selfies. They skip workouts, don't push themselves, yet crave online attention. When no one comments, "Wow, you look great," they feel empty. That is not strength. That is validation addiction. Compare that to silent hard work. Someone who trains daily, consistently, without posting anything. No drama, no spotlight, just grind. 6 months later, they've transformed, not for others, for themselves. That's mental power. Live like this. Don't tell everyone your next move. Let results speak. Stop dressing to impress strangers. Start showing up to impress your future self. Learn to enjoy your actions even when no one claps. The moment you stop chasing attention, you gain respect. Respect, including your own. Attention is temporary, but self-respect lasts forever. Point 5. Seek discomfort. Growth never happens in comfort zones. Most people won't say this to your face. If you want an easy life, you'll never have a strong mind. Comfort is addictive. Bed, job, relationships, excuses. They avoid hard things, uncertainty, effort. Every time you choose comfort, you say no to growth. Every time you avoid difficulty, you choose weakness. Look at the strongest people. Not just muscles, but mind. They endured pain, failure, rejection, loneliness, embarrassment, yet kept walking, kept trying. Growth happens when you step into the unknown. Scared of public speaking, your hands shake, voice cracks, mind blanks. You avoid. It feels safe, but each time you avoid, fear grows, strength diminishes. Flip the script. Volunteer to speak. Shake, forget lines, mess up, do it again. One day you stop shaking, you stop fearing. You speak with power. Why? Because you chose discomfort over hiding. That is where growth lives, in the gym when muscles burn, at 5 a.m., when sleep tempts you but discipline wins. In failure, when you get back up, discomfort is your teacher. Most will never be mentally strong, not because they're weak, but because they choose ease over growth. Comfort gives temporary peace. Discomfort gives long-term power. Want mental strength? Do hard things. Do scary things. Do uncomfortable things every day. Point 6, be patient for success. Stop rushing the process. This generation wants success in 6 months, love in one swipe, money without learning, respect without effort, strong minds without pain. But anything that comes fast doesn't last. Anything that lasts takes time. Mental strength isn't built in a week. It's built by showing up consistently. When no one claps, notices, or cares. Want success? Want to be unbreakable? Want pride? Stop asking, "Why isn't it happening?" Start asking, "How can I be better today than yesterday? Am I doing the work even when it's boring? Can I wait without giving up?" Let me give you a real-life example. Think of a tree. Before it grows tall, it spends years growing roots underground. Invisible, unseen, unappreciated. But those roots are what keep it strong during storms. Now think of people who rush growth without building roots. One failure and they collapse. One heartbreak and they break. One rejection and they give up because they rushed the process. Strong minds are slow cooked, not microwaved. Be patient with your journey. The gym may not show results in 2 weeks, but it is changing you. Reading books may feel slow, but it sharpens your brain. Your English may not be fluent yet, but every day you practice, you improve. Patience is a superpower. In a world of instant results, be the one who says, I don't care how long it takes. I will not stop until I become the best version of me. One more thing. The day you plant the seed isn't the day you eat the fruit. Stop judging your progress by others. You are not late. You are not behind. You are building something real. Real success takes time. Point 7. Be disciplined. Do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Motivation is the spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning. Everyone wants mental strength, but most people move only when they feel like it. They wait for motivation, energy, or the perfect moment. Mental strength is not about feelings. It's about doing what's right even when you don't feel ready. Only studying when in the mood will never take you far. Life doesn't care about your mood, excuses, or future. Success is being built with or without you. Discipline is waking up early even when tired. Saying no to distractions even when fun. Doing hard, boring, painful work repeatedly. Finishing what you started, even when no one is watching. Imagine two people learning English. They watch videos, feel inspired, but don't apply it daily. The second practices every day, even tired, even busy, even bored. They write 5 sentences, read aloud, speak to the mirror, repeat words constantly. Fast forward 6 months. Who speaks fluently and confidently? Not the motivated one, but the disciplined one. That is the power of showing up. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need the most talent. You need to refuse to quit. Ask yourself, can you work without applause? Can you practice when it's boring? Can you improve when no one believes in you? That is where greatness is born. Most want results, but strong minds want routines. Results are a reward. Discipline is the path. You don't need daily motivation. Become the person who moves forward anyway. From today, tell yourself, I may not feel like it, but I'll do it anyway because my future depends on it. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect in action. Point 8. Live in the present moment. Stop replaying the past and fearing the future. Mentally weak people are never really here. Their body is in the room, but their mind is stuck in the past or afraid of the future. They think, I shouldn't have done that. Why did they hurt me? What if I fail tomorrow? What if something goes wrong? As they keep thinking, the present slips away. But here's the truth. The past cannot be changed. The future cannot be controlled. The present is all you have. It's the only place where life happens. Mentally strong people live here now. They don't drown in regret. They don't panic about next week. They focus. They breathe. They feel everything clearly. Let me make this personal. Have you eaten your favorite food but didn't taste it because your mind was elsewhere? Or talked to someone you love but weren't really listening? Or lost sleep because your mind replayed past mistakes? Living in the past or future steals your life, one moment at a time. Now imagine this. You go for a walk and leave your phone behind. You notice the sky, you feel the breeze, you hear birds, you feel your breath, you smile. You are alive, not just surviving. That's presence. That's power. That's peace. Fully present minds make better decisions. You enjoy deeper conversations. You stop wasting energy on things you cannot change. Even pain is easier when handled moment by moment. Start practicing. When you eat, focus only on the food. When you talk, give 100% attention. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. It feels hard at first, but slowly it becomes your way of living. The present is not small. It's everything. It's where change, strength, and healing happen. Stop letting your mind run wild. Bring it back now. This is your power. Point 9. Don't compare yourself with others. Your journey is unique. Your timing is sacred. Comparing your life to others is dangerous for mental health. Yet, we all do it. Someone posts on Instagram, and we think, why them? We hear someone speak fluent English and think, why can't I? We see success and feel small, insecure, ashamed. But listen carefully. Their path is not yours. Their timing is not your timing. Their blessings are not your blessings. Comparing yourself insults your own story. You tell your soul, I'm not enough. That is how mental weakness begins. You lose focus, peace, and identity. Imagine two people planting seeds. One plants a sunflower, the other bamboo. The sunflower grows fast, tall, beautiful, in weeks. The bamboo, for 4 years, shows nothing. No leaves, no height. People laugh. They see nothing, but the bamboo is growing roots. Deep, strong, powerful roots. In the 5th year, it shoots up to 90 feet in weeks. Was it late? No, it was on a different timeline. That's you. Others may succeed fast, speak better English, earn more, buy things, or achieve fame. You are on your path. But maybe you are growing roots. And when you rise, you will rise unshakable. So stop comparing your seed to someone else's flower. Focus on your soil, your growth, your water, your light. Understand this. What is meant for you will come, but only when you're ready. Comparison is a thief. It steals focus. It poisons your heart. It blinds you to your own blessings. From today, unfollow those who make you feel small. Spend time with those who make you feel seen. Celebrate your little wins. Trust your pace. Life is not a race. You are not late. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Once you stop comparing, you start living, growing, and healing. That is true mental strength. Point 10. Practice gratitude. A grateful heart can survive anything. Gratitude is more than saying thank you. It is seeing beauty even in pain. It is saying, yes, I am struggling, but I am still breathing. Yes, life is hard, but I am here and I am still fighting. Yes, things aren't perfect, but I have something to be thankful for. Gratitude is mental armor. It protects you from negativity, jealousy, fear, and sadness. Focusing on what's missing makes you feel broken. Focusing on what you have makes you strong, calm, and peaceful. Imagine two people lose their jobs on the same day. The first says, why me? I am a failure. Everything is ruined. They sink, blame others, and give up. The second says, it hurts, but maybe this is a chance to start something new. At least I still have my skills, my health, my mind. They start small, learn, rebuild. Same problem, different mindset. The one with gratitude has more power, peace, and strength. Gratitude doesn't remove pain, but it adds meaning to it. It helps light in dark. Start today. Every morning, before checking your phone, write 3 things you're grateful for. Simple things. I can see the sky. I have food. I am learning English. Every night, say aloud, today wasn't perfect, but I am thankful I lived it. Slowly, your mind will change. It will stop focusing on wrongs and see what is right. Gratitude makes you humble, peaceful, and mentally unbreakable. No matter what life takes, if you can say thank you, you are never truly poor. Point 11. Let go of things you cannot control. Free your mind. Free your power. Many are mentally exhausted not because life is hard, but because they try to control the uncontrollable. They want to control what others think, parents expect, people react, who stays, fairness of the world, speed of success. When they fail, they break down. Mentally strong people understand you can't control the wind, but you can control how you sail. You can't stop the storm, but you can learn how to stand in it. Trying to control everything gives away your power. You say, I will only be okay if everything goes my way. That is weakness. Strength is saying, even if things don't go my way, I will stay calm, focused, and move forward. Give you a real-world example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You're late for an important meeting. Cars are not moving. The noise is loud. You're frustrated, angry. You keep looking at the clock. You keep yelling in your mind. But tell me, does any of that change the situation? No. The traffic won't move faster because you're stressed. The meeting won't start earlier because you're upset. All that energy wasted. Now, imagine someone else in the same traffic. They take a deep breath. They accept what they cannot change. They call ahead, inform they'll be late, and use the time to listen to something helpful, maybe learn something new. Same problem, different mindset, different level of strength. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. Letting go means you're smart enough to understand where to spend your energy. So ask yourself, can I change this situation? Is this something I control, or am I just reacting? If it's out of your hands, let it be out of your mind. This includes other people's opinions, past mistakes, delays in your plans, things people said to hurt you, fear of the future. You are not here to control everything. You are here to control your thoughts, your choices, your focus, and your response. Start doing this every time you feel stressed. Ask, is this in my control? If the answer is no, breathe, release, move forward. Use that energy to do something productive instead. Because peace doesn't come when everything is perfect. Peace comes when you stop trying to control everything. And the most powerful mind is not the one that controls the world, but the one that knows how to surrender to life without losing its strength. Point 12. Make small positive changes. That's how big transformation begins. Everyone wants a big life change. They say things like, I want to become confident. I want to become successful. I want to be fluent in English. I want to be mentally strong. I want to be happy. But here's the truth. Big change never comes from big talk. It comes from small, consistent action every single day. Most people fail because they wait for the perfect time to start something big. But mentally strong people, they start small, but they start now. They understand this one rule of growth. Small changes done daily lead to massive transformation. Let me show you how this works. Want to be physically healthy? Start with 5 push-ups a day. Want to master English? Start with 5 new words a day. Want to be confident? Start by speaking 1 brave sentence a day. Want to feel positive? Start by writing 1 thing you're grateful for each night. Want to feel peaceful? Start by sitting in silence for 3 minutes a day. These changes feel small, but they are not weak. They are powerful seeds. And just like a tiny seed becomes a tree, your tiny habits become your new identity. Here's what most people do wrong. They start big. They try to do everything in 1 week. They wake up one day and try to change their whole life, but it's too much. They get tired. They quit. Why? Because change is not a sprint. It's a daily rhythm. Quiet, slow, steady. Mentally strong people respect the process. They don't need fast results. They need progress no matter how small. Imagine your life is like a big ship. You don't need to turn the whole ship in 1 second. You just need to adjust the wheel by 1 degree. That 1 degree shift may feel invisible today, but over weeks, months, and years, it changes your entire destination. Start making your own degree changes. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Replace 1 negative thought with a positive one. Instead of scrolling for 1 hour, scroll for 30 minutes. Drink more water. Sleep 30 minutes earlier. Be kind once a day to yourself and others. These are not small things. These are the foundation of transformation. Don't wait for January. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for motivation. Start right now with what you have where you are. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You're late for an important meeting. Cars are not moving. The noise is loud. You feel frustrated and angry. You keep looking at the clock. You keep yelling in your mind. But tell me, does any of that change the situation? No. Traffic won't move faster because you're stressed. The meeting won't start earlier because you're upset. All that energy wasted. Now imagine someone else in the same traffic. They take a deep breath. They accept what they cannot change. They call ahead, inform they'll be late, and use the time to listen to something helpful. Maybe learn something new. Same problem, different mindset, different strength. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. Letting go means you are smart enough to know where to spend your energy. Ask yourself, can I change this situation? Is this something I control, or am I just reacting? If it's out of your hands, let it be out of your mind. This includes other people's opinions, past mistakes, delays, and fear. You are not here to control everything. You are here to control your thoughts, choices, focus, and response. Start doing this every time you feel stressed. Ask, is this in my control? If the answer is no, breathe, release, move forward. Use that energy to do something productive instead. Peace doesn't come when everything is perfect. Peace comes when you stop trying to control everything. The most powerful mind is not one that controls the world, but one that surrenders to life without losing strength. Point 12. Make small, positive changes. That is how big transformation begins. Everyone wants a big life change. They say, I want to be confident, successful, fluent in English, happy. But big change doesn't come from big talk. It comes from small, consistent actions every day. Most fail because they wait for the perfect time to start. Mentally strong people start small, but they start now. They understand this rule. Small daily changes lead to massive transformation. Let me show you. Want to be healthy? Start with 5 push-ups a day. Want to master English? Start with 5 new words a day. Want to be confident? Speak 1 brave sentence a day. Want to feel positive? Write 1 thing you're grateful for each night. Want peace? Sit in silence for 3 minutes a day. Small changes are not weak. They are seeds of power. Just like a tiny seed becomes a tree, your tiny habits become your new identity. Most people start big, try everything in 1 week, get tired, and quit. Why? Because change is not a sprint. It is a daily rhythm, quiet, slow, steady. Mentally strong people respect the process. They need progress, no matter how small. Imagine your life as a big ship. You don't turn the whole ship in 1 second. Adjust the wheel by 1 degree. That small shift may feel invisible today, but over weeks, months, and years, it changes your entire destination. Start making your 1-degree changes. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Replace 1 negative thought with a positive one. Instead of scrolling 1 hour, scroll 30 minutes. Drink more water. Sleep 30 minutes earlier. Be kind once a day to yourself and others. These are not small things. These are the foundation of transformation. Don't wait for January. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for motivation. Start right now with what you have, where you are. And remind yourself every day, I may not see results today, but I am planting seeds. One day I will live in the forest I created with these small acts. That is how mental strength is built, brick by brick, day by day, breath by breath. Point 13. Take responsibility for your failures. No more excuses, only growth. Mentally weak people do one thing too often. They blame. My parents didn't support me. My teacher didn't explain it. My boss is unfair. The system is broken. I didn't succeed because of bad luck. Now, yes, life can be unfair. Sometimes you are hurt by things not your fault, but blaming keeps you stuck. Blaming gives away your power. It tells your mind, I am not in control. The world controls me. That is how you stay mentally weak. Mentally strong people do the opposite. They take full, honest responsibility for their life. They say, yes, I failed, and it's on me. Yes, I made a mistake, but I will learn from it. Yes, the situation was hard, but I still had choices. When you take responsibility, something amazing happens. You stop blaming. You start learning. You start improving. You start improving. You move from being a victim to being the creator of your life. Imagine someone fails an English exam. A mentally weak person says, the questions were too hard. The teacher didn't explain properly. I had too much going on. Next time they think they'll probably fail again. But a mentally strong person says, I didn't prepare well enough. I didn't ask for help when needed. I let distractions win. That mindset makes them stronger each time they fall. Soon they don't fail the same way again because they grew. Failures are not the enemy. Excuses are. From today, you own your mistakes. Study your failures. Stop blaming. Start building. The more responsibility you take, the more power you unlock. Blame is easy. Growth is hard. But only growth will change your life. Point 14. Do the difficult thing. Train your mind to embrace discomfort. Every morning, do the hardest task first. Why? Because your mind is strongest in the morning. When you complete the most difficult task first, you gain momentum, confidence, and clarity for the day. Most people avoid hard things. They delay. They procrastinate. They say, "I'll do it later." Then the task grows bigger in their mind. Anxiety rises. Confidence disappears. Guilt builds. The day feels heavy because the most important thing is still unfinished. Let's break it down. Imagine you have to study for an exam, make a difficult call, do a workout, finish a project, or speak to someone about a problem. Your brain wants to do easy things first. Scroll social media, watch YouTube, clean your desk. That turns into 3 hours of distraction. But what if right after waking you took a deep breath and did the hard thing first? Even if uncomfortable, even if scary, even if imperfect, once it's done, your mind feels free. You walk taller. You feel proud. You've already done more than most will all day. The easy road makes life harder, but the hard road makes you stronger. Doing the difficult thing first trains your brain to stop avoiding life. Because life is not always comfortable. Success is not always fun. Growth is not always pretty. But the person who trains their mind to face discomfort first becomes mentally unbreakable. Make this your daily rule. One hard task done first. One uncomfortable thing faced early. One moment of courage before anything else. It will change how you think, how you live, and how far you go. Point 15. Eliminate negativity from your life. Protect your peace like your life depends on it. If you want to be mentally strong, stop asking, "What should I add to my life?" and start asking, "What should I remove?" Here's a truth nobody tells you. Sometimes your mind is not weak. It's just surrounded by too much negativity. And negativity is poison. It can come from toxic people who gossip, complain, or put you down. Negative environments that make you feel small or stuck. Your own thoughts, self-doubt, fear, judgment, regret. Social media that fills your mind with comparison, fear, and noise. Habits that drain energy, laziness, anger, complaining. You can meditate, read self-help books, watch every motivational video. But if you return to a toxic environment, nothing changes. Your peace is not just something to hope for. It's something you must protect like it's your life. Imagine a beautiful plant. You water it, give it sunlight, but someone pours poison into the soil every day. Will it grow? No. Not because the plant is weak, but because the environment is toxic. That's your mind. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're surrounded by energy killers. Slowly start protecting yourself. Say goodbye to people who drain you, even if you love them. Set boundaries with friends who never grow. Limit screen time. Stop consuming constant negativity. Cut out complaining. Speak about solutions, not problems. Watch what you feed your mind. Music, news, drama, gossip. Your mental strength will explode the moment you remove what weakens you. Try this. Clean your physical space. Your room reflects your mind. Take a negativity fast. 24 hours with no complaining, gossip, or negative talk. Create a peaceful zone, a space to think, reflect, recharge. Block or mute people online who make you feel inferior, angry, or empty. Most importantly, stop allowing your own thoughts to bully you. Your inner voice should sound like a coach, not a critic. If it doesn't, change the voice. You don't need a better life. You need a cleaner mind. My amazing friends, remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to be strong enough to try. One day at a time, one step at a time, one thought at a time. The world may try to break you. People may disappoint you. But if you keep growing, you are winning. Stay calm, stay kind. Keep becoming the strongest version of you silently, powerfully. If this video helped, subscribe. We are growing stronger together. Take care of your mind. Protect your peace. I believe in you. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, my friend. Keep going.